Hello and welcome to your new class here with me, Helga, on the Embodied Flow channel. I am really super happy to have you join the video today. I hope you've been having a good day and a good week so far, and when you're ready, just in your stretchy clothes, comfortable clothes, come and sit on the mat just like I am, with the knees here and sitting on the heels. I do have a little yoga brick just like this, basically kind of on my heels and then sitting on top of that brick. So if you want to try that out, you can. It's quite nice. If you don't have a brick, feel free to just use like a folded piece of clothing, a nice big jumper, or if you have like just a pillow, actually a pillow will do as well. And just arrive here for your class today with me for a bit of self-care time and movement together, to connect to our bodies, to connect to our femininity and our vitality today. So just feeling your lower body first, noticing how you sitting like this on your heels sort of presses the feet, the ankles into the earth, and it might feel quite nice sensory wise, it might feel calming and grounding. And then honestly just letting the belly out, right? I know we all have these complexes and we always suck our stomach in, but just now here today in this class with me, please let your belly out and just allow it to be round and relaxed. This is a safe space, nobody's judging anybody, and we just want to be at ease. And then the hands can be touching the thighs, palms on the thighs, or you can have your fingers just interlaced in any way that might feel nice. And allow yourself to connect even deeper with your inner self right now, with the more embodied and sort of wise woman that you are, the one that is a bit more grounded and wild at the same time and doesn't care too much about smiling or being nice or being accepted or liked. She is just as she is and loves herself and is her own authority. Perhaps relaxing the cheeks here and just softening the whole face, all the muscles in the face. And from this beautiful state, we're going to take a few rounds of breath. So as we inhale, the palms gently lift up to chest. And then we exhale and we push slowly the hands down to the earth. And up again, inhale. And down push. Inhaling up, space between the fingers. And exhale everything down. 2 more rounds, up, down. Draw breath. Release breath. Now join your hands together at the heart center and simply feel the harmony and the unity within your own self, pressing the right and left palm against each other. At the heart center, space of love and acceptance, an infinite light. Feeling each fingertip pressing against the other. Maybe you feel your pulse here, your aliveness. And on your next exhale, just putting the hands back alongside your body. And start to look up to the ceiling, giving your throat and your neck a nice little stretch. Relaxing all the jaw here, the mouth. Maybe it feels nice to open the mouth and close. And then slowly bringing your gaze down in front of you and then closer to your knees and thighs. And then you're looking down at your belly here, giving your neck and throat a little stretch in the opposite side. And once more, bringing your eyes all the way up to ceiling. Really feeling this in your neck. Opening and closing the mouth if that feels good. And bring your gaze down to floor. Letting your head be super heavy here on purpose as you look down. Maybe you want to shake your head slightly to give it even more of a release. Beautiful. And come back to looking right in front of you, just looking at me here. So if you had something under your butt, just take that off now. So you're sitting on your heels. As we take a little side bend, so one hand on the floor, other arm all the way up to sky. Make it really big and juicy and look at your thumb up in the air. And on the other side, and you're welcome to stick your tongue out on your exhale if you want for extra release here. Beautiful. Back to center. Now find a cross-legged position. Make sure you're nice and comfy with your legs and knees. Then placing your palms here on the outside here of the legs, so just a nice firm grip on the knees. And then taking seated cat-cows, so rounding the back, looking down. So now we're moving the spine. And then arching the back, looking up. It might feel nice to place the hands down to floor by your lower back for this one. So really arching the back, opening the chest. And then rounding the back again, hands on the knees. So just do this a few times. Just feel into these big juicy movements. And one last one. And head back to facing me. Now join your soles of feet together for butterfly. So soles of feet first, and then maybe you want to walk yourself closer to the heels. Hands on the feet or ankles or anywhere that feels good. Maybe closing the eyes here for a moment, just enjoying yourself with a smile on your face. trying to soften and release the grip that you're holding right now in the inner thighs and the hips. The jaw is very relaxed as well. Option to take little pulses with the knees to feel into the hips even more if that feels good. Breathing nicely and softly here. Slowly coming out of butterfly, finding a tabletop position here in the middle of the mat. So the hands are stuck under the shoulders and the knees right under the hips. And the fingers are spread, hands are flat on the mat. Now extending the left leg out and up away from the floor, really pushing away all the way through the heel. And then extending your right arm, looking slightly up, bending the knee, and I grab my foot with my hand, lifting that knee far away from the floor. Holding it here, breathing nicely. And place your knee back on the mat. Extend your right leg, nice long line, all the way through the heel. Lift your left arm. Look up and grab the foot, knee is bent. Hold it for a few breaths. And place your knee back down. From your tabletop, slide your left foot at the front. And come into low lunge, so the hips are sliding forward. Hands can be on the thigh or at the heart center in prayer. Whatever feels best for you today. Place your hips towards the back of the mat and flex your front foot toward you for half split here. Fingertips or palms on the mat. Sending the breath towards the space that needs it right now in your body, probably the hamstring here, the back of the leg. And then coming back into tabletop. Sliding the right foot at the front for low lunge here. Hips sliding towards the front, feeling into this. hips at the back, flex the front foot for half split here. And the toes are spread. Slide your foot back into tabletop and come and find a nice little plank on the forearms. I know you probably didn't expect this one. Hold your plank here with your breath to feel all your vitality. Let's go. Looking down at the mat. Connecting back to your wild woman that doesn't care about being liked or being all nice. Connect to your more sovereign and strong self. And knees on the mat, push your hips back and find a child's pose. Space between the knees, forehead on the mat, arms extended in front of you. On your next breath, come back to your tabletop. And then thread your right hand under your right armpit for thread needle. Right side of face on the mat. Option to extend your left arm in front of you. Softening here. And same on the other side. Switching the thread, left arm under right armpit. Left side, of face on the mat. And then when you're ready, back into your tabletop. For our next pose, we're going to do extended puppy. I really like this one. It's a beautiful release. So the knees stay where they are, the butt is up. And then it's only the hands and the chest that start to extend forward here and down. So the arms are at the front of the mat. The hands are more or less there. And then the chest or the chin or the nose are leaning down towards the earth. So no sort of sudden movements here, just let your body guide you, and you don't need to touch the floor. I'm not quite touching it, but the release will be the same for you as long as you feel it. So big shoulder opener, this one. chest opener. And release for the back. Keeping the mouth slightly open. Slowly and carefully bring yourself out of puppy pose. And come and lay yourself on the mat on your back. If you had a yoga brick or a folded blanket or piece of clothing or a pillow, I'd like you to grab that now if you have it and place it just under your lower back, between your lower back and your butt. And just stay here with the feet flat on the mat, knees bent. Option to lift your arms up to sky and above your head and back down on the floor just by your ears. Breathing here. Relaxing your belly, your digestion. Relaxing the spine and the shoulders. Letting your belly lift up and down as you breathe. Completely at ease in your own body. And finally, if you had your arms above your head, place them back alongside your body and carefully lift your legs up to sky. You can readjust your prop if you need. So the legs are now up to sky, arms alongside the body, with the brick or the pillow under the lower back here, just letting your legs hang up in the air. Giving your nervous system a rest. Letting your brain just be in the present moment. Any excess of thought just melt into the earth. And super slowly on purpose, bringing the legs down, so maybe bending the knees first, just as if you were a dancer and you're bringing your feet down just in a feminine and intuitive way, so no rush here. So anticipating the sole of foot touching the ground, maybe one foot then the other. Feeling the sensation of that connection. You coming back down on earth. And then squeezing the glutes, take that prop out to the side and lay down with a flat back. Extend your legs for a moment in Shavasana, resting pose. So for Shavasana, just readjust yourself if you need. Maybe lift your shoulders and head and then readjust your upper back. And same for the hips and the lower back if you need. Arms are alongside the body. Eyes are closed and there's space between the feet. You are now completely held by the earth and by your body, your own weight. And your higher self, your wild and embodied woman, is telling you that you are exactly where you need to be in your life right now. You only need to love yourself and keep on listening to your heart, to your intuition, and your inner wisdom. Feeling the weight of your beautiful bones on the yoga mat. Feeling your muscles relaxed and revitalized after your session. And maybe your mind has a bit more clarity and headspace. Now start to slowly move your toes, still with your eyes closed, moving those toes a little bit. Maybe some circular motions with the ankles. And now, still with your eyes closed, roll onto one side as you slowly get up into a seated, cross-legged position in your own time, no rush. If you have glasses, please take them off for a moment, still with the eyes closed. And in your cross-legged seated position facing me, rub your hands together at the heart center to create heat. And then place your palms on your face, on the eyelids. Feel the heat on your skin. Peel away the fingers one at a time as you slowly open your eyes. Welcome back here facing me, and thank you so much for this time together in today's session. I really do hope that you enjoyed and that you feel connected to yourself, that you feel a little bit more revitalized and well, and that you can take this feeling with you for the rest of the day. Stay here for a few breaths before you get off the mat. And I wish you a good rest of your week before I see you again in the next video. Take care.